Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today I'm showing you everything that's releasing on May 10th from my own shop. So we have everything sitting right here, and then we're going to start setting up my bullet journal for the month using these designs. All right, so every month I have a sticker book that's 20 pages and a what I call the Moments and Moods book, which has monthly trackers if you're doing like mood trackers or habit trackers, workout logs, step trackers, like all the fun things. It also has planner pages that are undated, as well as some scrapbook pages. All of that's on sticker paper. So I create these every month. My patrons actually vote on themes, and then I create. So we've got that, and then we also have some new washi tapes unrelated to this that are releasing, though some of these may work pretty well with it. So we'll take a look. But let's just talk about the release. The release will be at 8 a.m. on May 10th, so mark your calendar. Every month I have my release on May 10th, or on the 10th, unless there's something else going on in which I have to shift it by a day or two. But around the 10th. If you're a patron and you're already at the Happy Mail Enthusiast level or the Sticker Club level, you will likely receive these. If you're new here, patrons who pay the month prior receive that month's theme. So patrons who paid in April receive these. If you join in May, you will get the next theme, which is a really lovely theme as well. So keep all that in mind. So we'll have both of these available on the site, as well as these tapes. Actually, just so you can see it, this is what the set of 6 rainbow tapes looks like when you receive it. So it is a set. You can't get them individually. It is all the rainbow colors. And these are 6 millimeters wide each, and each of them has 10 meters of length on the tape. Now these ones you can buy individually, and they are 10 millimeters wide, and then also 10 meters of length. You can also get the full set, which gives you a little discount. You get like the amount of a tape off or something like that if you buy the full set. Anyways, let's go ahead and flip through the 2 books now. That is so satisfying. Okay, those are all just to the side now. So let's take a look. This month's theme is A Midsummer Dream. And when I was designing this after my patrons voted on it, I didn't want anything to be too, I didn't want to do characters from the play. This is a Shakespeare play. I didn't want to do characters from the play, but I wanted to draw inspiration from it and make something very whimsical. So there are no characters in here. There's one quote from the play in this Moments and Moods book, but that's it. And then really what I did was look at the descriptions of the scenes and really drew on the fact that it's kind of a twilight solstice, a foresty, magical kind of place. So that's what we created. That's what I drew, as well as taking inspiration from the things that Shakespeare specifically mentioned. So that includes, I did my own creative representation of the fairy queen Titiana, her bed and where she sleeps. I took all her trinkets, so the little feathers and the gems and things like that, the key, just created what I thought her trinkets would look like. And then there were a lot of flowers specifically mentioned in the play, so I drew those. So that's what it is. It doesn't scream Shakespeare, but it's all based on that. So in this, I created her bed as a giant sunflower. That was really fun. That was just, I don't think in the play she actually sleeps on a bed of sunflower, but I just think it was cute. She did have maybe not the arch, but the flowers overhead. And that was one way I thought I could get the flowers to be there. But I love, all these flowers were mentioned in the play. I created some scenes. We have a love potion, of course. No donkeys. If you're familiar with the play, I did not want to draw a donkey in this. I didn't think it would really fit the sticker book too well. But as always, these are set up for Dutch doors, mostly. There will be a few that don't match up. So if you do that, great. If you don't do Dutch doors, you can do all sorts of other stuff. Here's her floral crown. We have all sorts of little trinkets and things like that. And then I thought these were so cute. This would have made a really good washi strip, but we don't have any coordinating tapes releasing this month. All right, so here are some more scenes. A little fairy circle with the mushrooms. This is my favorite. And then, of course, since it's a sticker book, we have some functional things with days of the week and date stickers, tabs, and box stickers. Then we have some very long washi strips, which I did include some of these hanging vines here, which I love. 2 pages of those. Then we have some layered boxes that I've done for you, and I love these. These are always some of my favorite pages in the book. So we've got 3 of those. By the way, if I failed to mention, these are also available digitally. So if you live around the world and want to get them, you can grab the digital downloads over on my Etsy, also on May 10th. We've got some decorative boxes. And then we've got some of these smaller stickers on paper that are great for your smaller planners. I love using these ones in my daily grind planner. They'd work in Hobonichi and they're nice and tiny. So we've got those as well. So that's the sticker book. It's 20 pages. This Moments and Moods book is 32 pages. So we've got one on clear sticker paper, which is the dates, so that you can lay your month over one of these if you want to as the cover page. And for the first time ever, these are all cut out for you, every single page of the trackers and things like that. So I've got 2 options for your cover here, and then every single one of these is cut out to shape. I got so tired of fussy cutting these, and I was just like, why haven't I had these cut out for everyone? Makes so much more sense. So now we have that. We've got our goals page, a mood tracker, and recently we had made these undated, and so my patrons thought that was a great idea. I talked to them about all the things I'm thinking about. They thought it was a great idea because then it has more lifespan to it. So if they don't get to something in 1 month, they have it for another month. But then we can just cut out or cover over like the 31 if it's a month with 30 in it, and so on. So it should be fairly easy to just like cover up things that you don't need and keep it undated. But we've got our habit tracker, the step tracker, a water tracker, gratitude log, challenge. And you'll see as I create my bullet journal for this month that I don't use every page as is, but I get creative with it and do change some things up. But this is in the easiest way so that if you wanted to just put everything down and just have it, you could. And it's sized to fit A5, though we're using an 8x8 because that gives us more space to make Dutch doors with these pages. We've got our monthly miles, the self-care bingo. This is my favorite every month. We've got our month in review. And then here's the Shakespeare quote, which has many of the florals that I drew throughout the scenes and everything. So ox lips, nodding violet, luscious woodbine, sweet musk roses with a galantine. So lots of good florals in there. And then we have a 2-page monthly page. And then we get into our undated planner pages. A lot of times I just cut these out because I want to use those separately in my self-care bingo, but they are still all pre-cut out and ready for you to just put into your journal or planner or whatever you want. All right. So that was a lot to flip through. So here we go. Almost through it all. There are 4 different pages with different styles. So if you have the printable, you can just pick your favorite style and print it over and over if you want. Then here are scrapbook pages. This one is a full page. Then for the first time, we have a multi-image on one page, and they're cut out to fit. So that'll be a thing you start to see. So you can have little bits with more scrapbook papers, which is really nice. Then we've got that one, and I always include some base scrapbook pages, which are like just simple patterns that go along with it. All right, we've got that, and I think 2 more. All right, so that is everything. I'm actually going to grab, I have, sneaky peek before we get started, I have the next set of stickers that are coming out for next month. So I'm going to show those to you. Just a brief sneak peek. All right, so these ones are coming out May 10th, as I said, and patrons who paid in April receive this one, but people who sign up in May, like right now, you will receive this one, and I love how it turned out. Similar colors on the front, but very different on the inside. It is all summer stars and nighttime and gorgeous. So there's spaces on Patreon now. That's all the sneak peek you get right now. It's gorgeous. I love it. Okay, anyways, moving on to the bullet journal setup. So, I still haven't decorated this. I'm very bad at decorating this page. I need to remember. Okay, so show and tell time. This is the front pages. And once I've done the May setup, I'm going to put some leftover stickers here because I'm putting all the monthly themes here. And then I finally finished coloring this one in. If anyone has ideas for what to put here, let me know, because this is kind of like annual pages and I don't have a plan for that. I could do another drawing, but if anyone has any thoughts. All right, this is my word of the year section. My word of the year is bloom. Here's some little journaling on that. Then this is my 26 and 26 page. I love how this one turned out. All right, then here were the monthly themes up till now. January, February, so you can see kind of how we're going to create. March, April. Oh, we're setting up for June. May. I haven't put May's in yet. I need to put May and June in. All the way up here. I knew something was missing. Okay, so this one was May's. And so we are going to start right here. Okay. Let's just go for it. Looking at these stickers that we have here, I am going to grab the purple tape because that is like a perfect match. And then we might do the blue because we've got quite a bit of blue with the sky. The yellow, I think, is a little too yellow for this because it's more of like a gold yellow in there. Yeah, that's not going to work. Then all these others are like bright primary rainbow. So let's see. We could do, ooh, that would look really nice. And then also, so this is my gingham tapes. As I mentioned, those had sold out. I'm just trying to pick which ones will look nice. They will be restocking as soon as they arrive. I'm not sure their timing. Okay, I think I might use these three. So let's just go ahead and get started. We are going to, I put the month in review at the front this last time and I don't love that. What I want is, I think I want a cover page here. So we are gonna go ahead and do one of these. But the thing that I ran into last time was my monthly page. I needed to be the one that told me where to make the cuts. So we are gonna lay this secondary monthly page down first. I love that this is cut out now. No fussy cutting. I can just put it down. This is gonna save so much time. Oh my gosh, and look how easy that was. That fit wonderfully. All right, so that is what we're working with. So we're doing the second page first, just so we know the spacing. Let me show you why again. Okay, we're gonna use purple here. Okay, so for this, on last month, I had this funky little gap going on. And I just went with it because I made this page first and then put that down and realized it was bigger. So what I wanna do is make sure that I'm giving it the right spacing here. So our next cut, we'll use our gingham on the front one, I think, because we have the space. We're gonna make sure this lines up with the tape really nicely. That's why I'm leaving these little tails on it so I can see. Okay, let's just make sure this is straight. And then, yeah, we got that. Okay. So now, which of these do I want as my front cover? I want this one. This is my favorite image from the entire thing. Okay, and then with that, let's see, last month I put down the wrong month. This one's May's. We just started May. I'm using it now. So now we're going to June. Not going to mess it up this time. Okay, so we could just put it in here. That's why it's on clear sticker paper, so that you can layer it over. But today I'm feeling like I want to put it like that. I think that'll look nice. All right, we do need scissors, and we're going to trim this all up and get started. All right, so if you've purchased the Dutch door books and haven't purchased these monthly ones yet, the big difference you'll see, the Dutch door books have 5 different themes within their books with 6 pages each. This one is one fully fleshed out theme across the 20 pages of sticker book. And I absolutely love going in depth on those. The other thing you'll see is that the size is different. Let's see, here's Dutch Doors Volume 1, which people ask. It's not restocking again because it already did once. You'll see it's different sized. This is A5 size to fit an A5 notebook. So when the Moments and Moods book is A5, I want the sticker book to be the same size for when you're like stacking it. The Dutch door books, I want to make sure that these long strips fit all the way down your notebook. So that's why they are larger. So 2 different product lines, 2 different sizes. I get that question sometimes. If you loved that Dutch Door Volume 1 book, by the way, it's available as a printable on my Etsy as different Dutch door kits by theme. So that is where you can still grab it if you missed out. Okay, this is a simple waterfall tab. It looks lovely. And let's just do the whole front page first. Normally I do the shape of the spread first, but I'm kind of feeling like let's get this done. I want to use those decorative boxes and create in there. Okay, so I want the quote. If it fits within, I think it's going to fit within if I put it all the way to there. Let's just try. I love that it's pre-cut out. Okay, and I want to kind of center the image close to what, so I want to try to make sure this is straight with the text, but I want to center the image so it's lined up with this one, because I think that'll look great. Okay, now let's see. Good, perfect. Okay, so we have that. That looks great. Let's use the blue on this one, because we haven't used that yet. And we're going to set up that side of the page with our decorative boxes. This is my favorite way to do this on these areas. Okay. I'm actually going to leave it this way as we do this. So now we need the sticker book. And we need these pages. I'm going to avoid that one because we have the same image here. Maybe avoid that one because we've got it over there. So I'm going to go with the other things. And then we'll move, we'll grab those other ones if we need it. Okay, so what we're going to do is just start laying stickers down. I'm going to start with this one so that I know where the angle needs to be. You know what? Well, I lost my scissors. I think I want to hold it like that so that I can really trim these things easily. Okay. This one's going to go like that. We are making a collage using these decorative boxes. I'm going to try and fail to do a very straight line. Okay, where's a ruler, guys? That is not working this time. Okay, here we go. This is the other way to do it. Let's see if we can salvage it. Okay, I need to do it one more time. It's pretty hard to cut through stickers without cutting through the page. So you have to find the right balance for it. Okay, and then as always, I hold on to any excess on the edge of the page until I am ready to use all those little bits. Okay, so we're gonna put one here. I think I can just trim this one. And we're not gonna use that tiny bit. Okay, so we're just gonna work our way through using all these things. And I think we're just going to use the ruler this time. Perfect. Look at that. Okay. Let's see. We used stripes and we used gingham right here and here. So we're going to not use those quite yet. We'll use this one first. And then I think to add another pop of color, we'll use the teal one. Okay, now we just need to finish filling all these gaps and it's gonna look nice and lovely. Okay, where? Right here. Oh my gosh. I can't even do a straight line with a ruler today. Okay. Oh, this one still. So this is a fun technique you can use with almost any planner sticker book because most planner sticker books have some kind of decorative boxes. Like I know Caliva Plan does, Happy Planner does, sometimes Live Love Posh does. Like there are so many that do that. All right, this is gonna fit actually really nicely right there. Just gonna get the corner right there lined up so I can use as much of it as possible. We're going to trim everything in a second. I'm just going to fill these gaps. Okay. I'm going to turn this one upside down to get over there. And two little spots. What can I use? I think I'll use, let's see, I don't see anything else sitting there. And I don't want to use something 3 times because that would be too much on it. So, oh, we haven't done the gingham one. I guess we'll just use the gingham one and use it on both these places. Okay. That looks wild right now, but we're going to trim everything. It will come together, promise. Okay. In case we do the same look on the back side, I'm going to keep all the scraps for now, but if we don't use them, they get recycled. Put in the sticker scrap pile. Okay. So it really feels like summer now here, which is wild for May in Seattle. Usually it's still all sorts of rainy and all of that, but it's gonna get to 80 today, I think. And my poor car. My car was in the shop over the weekend. It's old, but it's great. It works wonderfully, except the AC broke. And it was fairly hot driving on the freeway last week. And I was just like, man, summer's coming. We can't keep going without AC. So took it to the shop and now the AC works and it's glorious. Perfect timing since it's going to get to 80 today for the first time this year. Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay, there is our first page. I love this technique. It is like my favorite technique in planners and journals to just like make a big decorative edge. Okay, so we've got that. This one is not going to have any stickers sticking off of it, so let's go ahead and finish setting it up, get the other page in there and all of that, and then figure out what we might put here if we want to add any Dutch doors to it, besides the straight waterfall tab. Oh, this looks so fun. I love it already. That is so decorative. Okay, so now our monthly page. Where'd it go? Jumped right past it. Okay, so this one, we're not gonna quite have enough for this because we took that off. So I love this section, but it's gonna not be there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it while we're here. This is sized similarly to the other page that has the 4 columns. So if you want to use the full thing, you'll need a little more space on this one. But we're not doing that this time so that I can fit it in. We can put some other little decorative things in, just not that big full one, I don't think. See, we have a little space, but this was wider than that. So we're gonna go ahead, after we've done the Dutch doors, when we see what's left, we'll fill that with something. And then the other thing, I used June here. I'd like to put June up there as well when we decorate that. We're not gonna get ahead of ourselves. Okay, here we go. Moving on. I think it would look really lovely to have little purple flowers coming out of it at the bottom on this one. Just a little simple addition to this page. All right, so let's go ahead and build this page. After this, we'll get into all our monthly trackers. So we'll go this far with the scissors, and then we'll use my gyro cut for the rest of this. Spin it around because pulling towards you with a cutting tool is always easier than pushing away. There we go, look at that. Okay, so we'll have to get this part fixed up so we know how much space we have. We're gonna be doing our monthly goals on this page, so we will make space for that. My biggest monthly goal is to restart exercising, essentially. I get a lot of walking in, but not intentional exercise. And pre-kids, I was the one who loved doing like P90X and all those high intensity things. And since having kids, and my daughter's 7.5, I haven't found that like good routine again. So this month is a month to restart the habit of exercise. So I worked out today, woohoo! My goal is 4 times a week. Nothing super intense at this point, but just getting that habit going so it's part of my regular like thing that I do. We can also use these. These fit, by the way. They go from here all the way down to the bottom, and they barely fit in this 8x8, but they do fit in the 8x8. Okay, so maybe we'll do, because we have gingham, maybe we'll do the horizontal stripes next. That would actually look really cute. Okay, so goals is what we're gonna do next. So we're gonna do goals here. It's gonna fit perfectly. Let's just get that in and then figure out what page goes next to it. The hardest part with the bigger stickers like this is just make sure they're straight, because once they start going down on the page, they may not tear up easily. So that's the hardest part. Okay, with the goals page, I do love the mood and habit trackers to be together. Since the biggest, well, so I've got a step tracker, a water tracker, and a workout log. And I am going to be in a monthly miles. So I'm going to use 3 of the 4 and do 3 pages for like exercise and health. So monthly miles or step tracker. Let's use the step tracker, and the step tracker can go next to the workout tracker. So we're going to put the water log here because it'll fit nicely. And let's not put it in yet. Let's do our tape first and then do the water log, just so we know where to center it. Okay, so we've got these long tapes. And we have to be very careful with this because it barely is over the 8 inches. It's like a perfect fit. Okay, it is a perfect fit. If I had lined it up perfectly, it would not have gone over the edge of the page at all. I don't mind that tiny little bit. So we're just gonna not try to pull it back up. Maybe I'll try to get the other side perfect though. Okay, look at that. That looks good. All right, so now we can pick up the water tracker. And we'll center it here, trying to line up the title like evenly with the goals page, like where the goals title is, and trying to keep this so it's like straight up and down. Okay, so we had a tab here. These ones are so cute, but they're big. We're not going to put something that big in it. We have flowers there. What if we have more flowers like popping out here and do flowers all the way up? Or, ooh, this gets the teal in, but I need one. I do have the matching one. Okay, let's do gems. And we're going to put it centered. Trying to figure out which way to point it. I think I like it like that way. And then the next one we'll put up here so it's like nice and like separated in terms of not all the little Dutch store pieces are in the same place. There's a nice like balance between where they are. All right. So besides having a working AC, as I film today, this is my toddler's official full day of his first full week of full-time preschool. That was a mouthful. He's been going half days, and then earlier this year we started doing a couple full days a week, and starting this week he is doing full-time day preschool. And so that is really exciting. He's ready for it. I'm ready for it. It makes it a lot less stressful throughout the week, I think. I mean, I haven't done it yet, but I don't have to think each day about what time I'm picking him up because every day is going to be the same. So that feels really nice. Okay, do we want to do this one again for the big thick one, or do we want to do a skinny one on the back side? Let's go ahead and do a skinny one. Why not? And let's see if we can line this up perfectly this time so we don't have to have a gap on anything. Let's try it. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is so perfect, you guys. I think we actually can trim like the tiniest smidge, like not even a millimeter. Okay. There we go. And next up, since we did our water tracker, which is important as the weather's getting warmer and I'm actually starting my workout routine and all of that, I'm gonna need the water. But we're also gonna do the step tracker and try to reach my step goal each day and log on the workout log what workouts I'm doing each day. Okay, so this one we're just gonna get it in from the top. Try to keep this straight here. And there's the tiniest bit to trim right there because it goes over our little sticker. So we're gonna fix that before I press it down super hard. And there we go. Okay. That's so fun. Okay, so we have pattern, plain, pattern. So we're gonna do plain with the blue. That looks good. Just veers off a little bit right there, so straighten that out. Then we're good. Okay, so now we can get our workout log in. And this is strange for me because normally I have my habit and mood tracker right at the front, but we're changing it up this month. That's okay, because my biggest goal when I was looking at goals and I was trying to goal set for the month, creating the habit of exercise and actually doing 4 workouts a week was the most important thing. So that makes sense to have it right at the forefront of the month of bullet journal pages, just so that I'm seeing it really quickly and reminding myself every morning that this is the focus. Okay. So what do we want here? Maybe something blue to go with the blue tape. So let's see what we've got. So these are on clear sticker paper, which we can use and put there. We'd have to cut around the tape though. But let's take a look. This flower might be a great option for it. Let's see if we have one on the paper sticker paper though. Let's see. Going to the back to these ones. I do have one, but it's smaller. I like the bigger one. Okay, we're gonna do, where was it? This one, because it's nice and big. So we are gonna put it on this page. So in order to do that, the best way to do that, if you've already laid down your washi tape, is to just peel it up and put this down, and then you can trim the washi tape on top, because ultimately what happens is if you put the clear sticker, which has no white ink base, over that, you're not going to be able to see it through it. So we're going to go like that, and then lay this back down, and then I'm going to trim it. Okay, a little bit more to trim. I didn't quite trim enough right here. Might just take it like that. There we go. And then it looks like this. That looks pretty cool. Now on the next page, we'll start putting in stickers for the Dutch door here and here, and then ultimately there if we have enough pages. I'm not sure how many pages this will be and if we'll run out of pages, so we will figure that out. This is such a little section up here. I'm just going to try to do a straight line with my gyro cut while getting to the flower as well. And there we go. Look at that. Okay, so for this, we won't make the same mistake and we'll put the flower down first and then we'll lay down our tape. So by the way, you guys saw the sneak peek of Under the Summer Stars, which is next month's theme. The one after that, I'm not going to say anything. Patrons, please don't say anything because you guys have seen sneaks. The next one is going to be, it's my favorite thing I've created this entire year by far, even more so than the Dutch Door sticker book. And I loved the design so much. There's a whole washi and PET tape set coming out with it as well. And oh my God, I am obsessed. So I can't wait. That is for way in advance, but I can't stop thinking about it. And I'm ready to have it here already. Though in reality, it's going to take another 6 weeks before they arrive. So, just get excited for some big, fun things. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Patrons, don't say anything about what the theme is. Okay, here we go. If you join Patreon, you'll figure out what the theme is because I posted all about it. All right, this one, now we're finally going to our habit and mood trackers. So we'll do the habit tracker first and then the mood tracker on the next page. Trying to make it even. That's probably the hardest part, as I said. Okay, we did habit tracker. Here's the mood tracker. I love that this is cut out now. Okay, I'm going to try to make this is about 2 sets of dots in, so I'm going to try to make this one even with that. Oh my God. Come back. Don't shift right as I try to put it down. Thanks. Okay. So now that we've done that, do I want to pick another washi strip from here, or do I want to just start this again? Let's take a look at those washi strips. Okay. So there is this one, which is a version of that, if you did not get the washi tapes. But we have the teal. I kind of want more of that tone in there. So let's do this one that has the full, like, hanging vines. I love it. We're going to put it right here. Before I push it down all the way, let's just double check that spacing. Yeah, that looks great. That's perfect. Okay, we are running out of space though on these Dutch doors. So the next one will be a little one. We'll use a thin tape again. Okay, we're gonna put something right there or leave it plain because it looks nice like this. I don't really want to cover anything over that. Okay, this one is gonna be just a simple waterfall tab. All right, and then let's grab that matching one, which is this. Just try to get it right at the very end. Okay, let's look at what else we're gonna put in here. So I want a month in review, I want a gratitude log, and I want self-care bingo. Gratitude log, I have been building 2-page spreads for that. I like the space that I have there, but I only have 4 pages worth of stuff to fill still. So I think gratitude log is going to be, I think we're just going to use this instead of creating our own thing this month. That's going to be on the next page. So we're going to do self-care bingo on this page. All right. That we're just going to, do we want to put it over here and put some boxes down the side? Ooh, extend. We're going to put it over to the side. We're going to extend our our thing that I do. I'll show you in a minute. We need to get this part done first. Figure out where it goes. Okay. We'll go to purple. Oh, not far enough over. Okay, the top is correct, but it was kind of going over to the side. So let's make sure it doesn't do that. Make sure it's really nice and straight. Check that again. Okay, we're good now. All right, and this is our last tab, our last waterfall tab. So I don't think I want to put a sticker in here because it'll feel off balance without a matching one like right above it. So we're just going to leave it as a simple tab also. All right. So the reason I make a self-care bingo page that's this big is that, okay, so first, what is self-care bingo? Self-care bingo is a place to look at some little challenges to focus on your self-care throughout the month. As a parent or a pet owner or someone who has a very intense job, who's working a lot, like we all have different responsibilities, and it's hard to sometimes focus on stuff that's good for your mental health. So I started creating a self-care bingo every month long before I had a shop. And I was creating this and trying to like focus on little things as a new mom that I could do to like bring myself little bits of joy and mental wellness. And so now I create this and I put in all different types of self-care. So like creative self-care, social self-care, physical self-care, you know, all sorts of different things. So we've got deep breathing, moving your body, and then we have journal and list making and different sorts of like mental health outlets with writing. And I don't like to put all those into another journal. I like to keep it right here with this. So I make space to be able to make my lists and do little bits of journaling right on the same page as self-care bingo. So that's why I do that there. But we are gonna create this part now so that I can do my self-care bingo with my little quad that I create, my little checkerboard. So we are going to cut this. And can I do a straight line right now? I always take these boxes for my self-care bingo. Now, it is a great planner page. I mean, it's a very lovely planner page if you're using these for planner pages, but it's also very cute images that you can use, you know, in other ways. So with that said, we are going to have this start over here this month. And I might have to make another box because I might not have enough boxes because I've only got 6 of them. So I might need to make another box using one of the scrapbook papers or something. I might need to grab another Moments and Moods book because I'm using up extra space. We'll just see how the cookie crumbles and figure it out from there. So I line them up so they're like corner to corner and just create this checkerboard. And then in the space in between is where I journal and make lists and all that related to the self-care bingo. Okay, this one's got a lot more extra space, so I'm just gonna trim that. It sure is easier without having to fussy cut everything though. Loving that. Okay. Push it into the seam here so that I have as much as possible, and we'll have to put a little one up here. Let's get big ones here and here though first, and move on after that. Okay, so we did this one. That one's done, so, and these we have to do. Okay. For some reason today, guys, I can't do straight lines very easily. And all this stuff, you don't need a themed sticker or tracker set to create this kind of thing in your own notebook. So if you want to doodle or you want to use stickers that you already own and create something like this, go for it. Like, this is great for your mental health and just focusing on you. So just try it out. Try a self-care bingo in any form or way that you can. It's like my favorite thing that I do each month in terms of stuff that I do for my own wellness. My watch just told me that it was time for a move break. So good thing we're almost done. Even though I just worked out before this, I'll get some steps in, take a little break, stretch it out. We've used a lot of pages, you guys. Okay, so we have used 5 of the 6 of these. We might, no, because this is wider than it is long, so I'm gonna have to use part of it here, and then I'll have to create one right up there just for that one spot. We'll do that. That's fine. Okay. So we're gonna lay this down and then get the ruler, because there's no way I'd cut that straight, not with my track record today. Beautiful. Okay, and just to double check, yeah, that's too small. Okay, so we have all these different scrapbook pages. I already used these 3 images on these, so we're not going to use those, but I think using this one, just this plain one, would be nice. So what I'm going to do is grab my paper cutter really quick and fold over that bottom one like that. I don't need a lot of this. It's going to be fairly short, so I'm just going to grab that much of it. See, we'll be good. And I'm gonna put it on the back and grab, do I have a pen sitting here? I don't even think I have a pen sitting near me. I'm gonna use this and mark with that where it's gonna be. And we'll go ahead and trim it to that point. And now we have our little box. It doesn't have the black line around it, but I mean, honestly, it'll do. Right there. And we'll trim the rest of that. And there is our self-care bingo page with a little extra journaling room this month. Fabulous. Okay, and we're almost done, you guys. Okay, so that was purple, so we are gonna lay a little bit more purple down. We're going to figure out what to do on this back page. I don't think I want to make another one of those. I think we'll take a look at some scrapbook papers or maybe just collage with the stickers that we have. Okay, but first let's get our gratitude log in. Which is somewhere in here. There we go. All right. Just putting it kind of centered. We can decorate around it in a moment. And then our month in review. Sometimes I cut the month in review up and change it up and also make that a 2-page spread. But I think this month we're going to keep it simple, but maybe add a few more boxes because we have a lot of space, but maybe not. We're going to match it up with kind of where the gratitude log is related to the spine. So I see 3 dots here and I'm leaving 3 dots here. It just keeps it a little centered and we have all of this space to play with. So the other option, oh, wait a minute. We have something that we hadn't used. This is only this wide, though. It might not be wide enough. Okay. We could go ahead and put some big scenes down, or we could just build a whole thing. But I kind of want to use some of these for some Dutch doors later. Ooh, what about that? I'm feeling indecisive. Feeling very indecisive. I could... You know what? I kind of want to save those stickers for something else. So I kind of want to just use this one and then see, put a washi strip with it or something. Okay. I want it to go right up to the edge. So we have to trim it and we're going to put another little sticker or 2 down, but that'll look good. And then it doesn't waste that little piece from the page that we used, which is a great bonus. That's harder to cut like that. Okay, so you see we have this little gap here. We can sort that out. And it might be okay even like that. But let's go ahead and grab a couple little things. We've already got a moon up there, but let's just add, got a potion. Let's just add something small. We can do another feather, I think, going up like that. And then down here, do a lantern with another scroll and a little bunch of stars. I'm going to go over the flower because we're going to just layer some things here, I think. Leave a few gaps maybe, but also fill in where it's like going in a little bit over there. Let's see. Gems. A flower, key. What will go nicely there? How about the flower crown? All right, so we do need something right here and maybe right there. Okay, what'll fit nicely there? Something kind of round. Let's do another moon, something kind of roundish. And then right up there, coming off the edge, let's just do an envelope. All right, so at this point, we've done the spread, but what I like to do is go through and see if any additional boxes are needed for writing and any additional decor. But we have all the functional pieces that we're gonna need in terms of which trackers I'm using this month and all of that. So let's just take a look through. This we're not gonna add anything to. There's a lot going on. White space is great. Right here, we do need to decorate for the month. So right there, I wanted to put a few things, I think. Yeah, I do. Let's go ahead and do some larger, no, I want to save those ones. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go back to this page since we've started using this page and just make a collage up the side. I'm not thinking too hard about where I'm placing things. I am just placing them down. And a few of them are going to go over the edge to just pull it together a little bit. I needed something right there, so that works great. And like one more thing right there. Might as well just do a moon right at the top. Okay, so we've got our little like collage of stuff, which fills that. And now we need to put down the functional items. So we need, let's do this June sticker this time. We're just gonna put it right up there. And then let's see, so looking at May, real quick, looking at the calendar. So we're starting on a Monday, and there are 30 days in June. So I do need to white out a few things. So before I forget, let's white those out. Okay. So you can choose to cut it out or white it out. Whiting it out is honestly just a little easier. Okay, for this one, because it's part of that, what I end up doing is doing a box of Sharpie to cover it over and show that I'm not using it. Okay. Then these, we can do little whiteouts. You can do it however you'd like, because you might use this in a month with 31, you might use it in a month with 28. All right, and then that one, I wonder, this one's pretty big, so I wonder if I can take this part off without too much effort. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's peeling up very nicely. There we go. No dates there. This one, again, that whole gray strip might be easier if I can just peel it up. So let's try that. Yeah, that's working very easily. Okay, there we go. Now, to finish up this. All right, this is gonna take a second. This video has been long enough. I'm gonna skip through putting all these down and we'll move on. All right, as you can see, I got all the dates down here. This one looks perfect. We're gonna move over to here. I don't think I'm gonna add anything to this page. There's a lot going on. Nor am I gonna add anything to these pages or these pages. This one looks great. And then this one, I just feel like we have a lot happening here. Let's make a little thing right here then we can leave this spine blank too. So we're gonna add a few stickers down the side over there as well. Just taking the things that we haven't yet used from this one page. And it doesn't need to have a lot of stickers. I'm just getting a few. I'm leaving some white space. Let's do it this way. And one, let's stick this one coming in like that so we see the blue. All right, I think that's gonna be good. So we're gonna take another flip through so you can see the final result, and I'm just gonna double check that there's nothing else that I feel like I'm missing. All right, so here is my June setup using the Midsummer Night's Dream stickers, as well as some of the new tapes from the same release. All right, here's our monthly calendar, our goals and water tracker, step and workout log, habit and moods, self-care bingo, gratitude log, and month in review. All right, I think that is perfect. All right, this all releases May 10th, so make sure to set those alarms for 8 a.m. that day. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.